You own, man. You paid. You own, man. You paid. Steering wheel drivers. Steering wheel holders. Peace and blessings. I'm doing this little video, man, cause hold on. See that? My breath ain't stink. It's just the weather changing. Y'all steering wheel holders gotta adjust. You know? A lot of y'all probably going on that 80. That's Big Red Alberta right there. Y'all going on that 80 in the wintertime, because that's what they do. The company's got to send y'all across Wyoming and all that. We ain't doing that. But they gonna send y'all, you know, it's a website called Wyoming.dot. Stay on that website. All them websites, Nebraska, DOT, they got real cameras on there that allow you to see what's ahead of you. They have they keep you up to date with what's going on as far as the wind alert, because a lot of times it ain't about the snow. That wind a little more dangerous than the snow. If you empty, that wind will push over. So be on your P's and Q's. And don't let the company tell you that you got to get the load done on time. Especially in adverse conditions. You know, you're more important than the load. So just know that. Scully, jacket, you know what I'm saying? Tight-ish. Yeah, just make sure to keep some perishable food items in the truck during the winter time. Canned stuff, packaged stuff, you know, things that you just never know. You know, a couple years ago, I remember there was some drivers got caught for a couple of days, stuck in the snow on 95. You just never know. So you want to dot your I's and cross your T's, so they say. If I tell you perishable food items, so it go without saying to keep water in the truck. Always keep water in the truck during the winter time. You know, keep your extra case. Just never know. Yeah, make sure you got your blanket situation together. You know, some hand warmers. Things of that nature too, that come in handy too. Just as for the truck, if we get under 30 degrees, do not turn the truck on. You know, keep you some, you can ask your company when you fuel up to pay for the Howes. I think it's Howes anti-gel for the fuel. Right, I'm gonna post a picture right here. Keep you some of that inside bottles. Also, they have other brands too, but that Howes, I think that's pretty decent and whatnot. You know, that 911 diesel too, that'll get you back to life. I have used that before. Actually, myself, I had a little situation 3 years back. I started, but these are things I know now. I always keep an extra filter in the truck, regardless. As for you driving, rain, sleet, snow, just because it's raining, just because it's snowing, just because it got a little sleet, that don't mean that you can't drive. You are a professional driver, you know. Nah, that don't mean that we gotta be a super trucker, but it just means that you're a professional driver. So you need to be aware of the road conditions, the other vehicles on the road, and the vehicle that you're in. So slow down, slow down, increase your following distance. I can't preach that enough to a lot of younger drivers. Increase your following distance. You don't want to be in a situation to where you have to hit the brakes and you up on a truck or a car or something, and you can't stop as fast, and you end up creating a pile up. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Take your time. Slow down. That don't mean walk in the road, but use your judgment. Now, like I said, use your judgment. Don't let your dispatchers use his or her judgment. You are the professional, so you need to be number one. You need to be paying attention to the weather report every day. You need to know what's going on with the weather. You need to be on your trip plan game. It's winter time now. The winter don't care nothing about you listening to your music, talking to your old lady on the phone. Yeah? You just gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. Ain't nothing wrong with you pulling that truck over in the truck stop, going aside and watching your movie in TA. I ain't never did it, but each his own. However, I have pulled the truck over when it parked at the truck stop. And I text the dispatcher through the Qualcomm or whatever and let them know, hey, this wind blowing out here. There's a little bit of pressure out here. I don't feel safe. At the end of the day, it's your CDL. You're in control of the shit. You're in control of what's going on. It's your life. You can lose your life, or you can cause somebody to lose their life. That's how serious this is. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want to do this video. Because it is serious out here, bro. I'm looking at it like, you see this right here? This is Virginia, man. And they talking about this week is supposed to be a little treacherous out here in these streets. But it's just the beginning, man. You ain't seen nothing yet. And I run into a lot of newer drivers out here, and take your time.